ما زالوا يدعون بالعبيد في عصر تهاوت فيه أكبر الصروح شموخا في العالم. معاناة كبيرة وصور كثيرة من صور اضطهاد الإنسان لأخيه الإنسان، واستخدام واستعماله كما تستعمل الآلة الصماء. وكان لا يحق لهم امتلاك الأراضي، بل يعملون عادة لدى الإقطاعيين. هؤلاء يشكلون نسبة كبيرة في المجتمع العراقي، ويتواجد أغلبهم في البصرة جنوبي العراق.
كان الأسود وما يزال يعامل معاملة إقصاء وتهميش من الناحية الاجتماعية ومن الناحية السياسية. فكان الأسود وما يزال ينظر له نظرة العبد ونظرة الدونية التي أورثها موروثها من السابق ولغاية الآن. فينظر إلى الإنسان الأسود أنه أقل قيمة وأقل أهمية، وكأنه حملا متروكا لا أحد يعيره أي اهتمام. حتى السياسيين، حتى الكتاب، حتى الباحثين لم يعطوا الإنسان وقضايا الإنسان الأسود أي أهمية.
يعني أكو يعني عبد أسود، ذاك احترام ماكو، تقدير ماكو، وترجع أكثر شيء على من؟ على العوائل الكبار نفسها. مثل الحين هالجهال يركض وراك أسود وما أدري شنو، هالسوالف هذه مو حلوة يعني هذه صراحة.
تسميات اللي عادة تطلق تجاهكم من البيض
دائما عبيد
بعد،
يعني أكثر الحكاية الماشية وأنا بالقراص سايق، كل ما شوية صار حكي بيني وبينهم، رأسا قال امشي أنت كلك عبد. بس يا أخي احنا كلنا عبيد الله، لكن ماكو عنده غير كلمة عبد. امشي أنت من شنو؟ يعني مثل أبسط شيء، أمس أنا بقراج بغداد، أمس جيت من بغداد والسرق إلي يقول لي هم أسود وهم خابص روحه. زين يا أسود وخابص روحه زين شلون بالله؟ يقول لي ربكم أبيض أنا ربي أسمر. يعني بد مصطلحات ما شلونها والله العظيم تعجب يعني. صدق. لما نجح أوباما هم احنا طموحنا تمنينا قلنا هاي يعني نتمنى يعني يوم من الأيام يصير عندنا رئيس، أو مو إلا يعني رئيس دولة بأي منصب يكون.
Let's go over Esau's blessings. So let's go to Genesis chapter 27, verse 40 through 43. And by your sword shall you live, and shall serve your brother. And it shall come to pass, when you shall have the dominion, that ye shall break his yoke from off your neck. When did this happen? When was he going to serve us? Or when did he serve us? And when did he break the yoke from off his neck? Let's go to 1 Chronicles chapter 18, verse 11 through 14. Them also King David dedicated unto Yahweh with the silver and the gold that he brought from all these nations, from Edom and from Moab and from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines and from Amalek. Moreover, Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, slew of the Edomites in the valley of Salt 18,000. And he put garrisons in Edom, and all the Edomites became David's servants. Thus Yahweh preserved David whithersoever he went. So David reigned over all Israel and executed judgment and justice among all his people. When did the Edomites break the yoke from off their neck? Let's go to 2 Chronicles chapter 21, verse 1. And then we go jump to 8. Now Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers, meaning he died, and he was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead. Now jump to verse 8 and 9. In his days, the Edomites revolted from under the dominion of Judah and made themselves a king. Now remember, they were under the rulership of David. David was from the tribe of Judah. We all reigned over the Edomites when David was reigning or ruling. Verse 8 again. In his days, the Edomites revolted from under the dominion of Judah and made themselves a king. Verse 9. Then Jehoram went forth with his princes and all his chariots with him, And he rose up by night and smote the Edomites, which compassed him in, and the captains of the chariots. Verse 10. So the Edomites revolted from under the hand of Judah until this day. The same time also did Libnah revolt from under his hand, because he had forsaken Yahweh Elohim of his fathers. So the Edomites, verse 10 again. So the Edomites revolted from under the hand of Judah unto this day. Where did the Edomites dwell? Let's go to Genesis chapter 36, verse 8 and 9. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Zaire. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Zaire. So where is Mount Zaire? Mount Zaire was given to Esau for a possession. Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 5. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. Now this is Moses Yahweh is speaking to. He's speaking to Moses to tell the children of Israel to meddle not with the children of Esau, because when we pass through their land, that's not our land. Verse 5 again. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. No, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. So Esau will always dwell in Mount Seir for a possession. It was given to them for a possession. So they will always dwell there. Let's look at Mount Seir on a map. It's in Saudi Arabia. Let's Google the flag of Saudi Arabia. There's a sword on their flag with the statement saying, "There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." But there's a sword on their flag. They're telling us who they are. That's their blessing, is to live by the sword.
Kuwait, with a population of scarcely 300,000, takes in close to $3 million a day in oil royalties. Not that these millions are allowed to trickle down, but to raise the standard of living of the people, of the Fellahin or the Bedouins. Instead, oil has brought in its wake a new biblical curse. It has raised the price of human flesh. Storage tanks and pipelines add a new and modern decorative touch to the vast emptiness of the desert. But they provide no sustenance for the people who live nearby, in hunger and misery and desperation. Water is precious, and the camel is precious. And to give the camel a rest now and then, water is drawn by slaves. These girls, 10 to 12 years old, are blindfolded to keep from getting dizzy as they take turns with a camel. The most modern equipment available is used to extract oil from thousands of feet below the surface of the earth. But water must be drawn by the effort of human slaves. For luckier children, there are model schools inside the palaces. The pupils pray before lessons begin. We are permitted to film the pupils as they come out of the royal school. More than 100, we are told, are children of the sovereign himself. Following them are the children of the princes and high dignitaries. They're clean, well-disciplined, happy children. But note that some of them do not carry books. These are children of the oil rich. Their books are carried by their personal slaves. Slaves received as gifts from their parents on their birthdays. Slaves who will grow up alongside their masters and serve as their personal gods. Most of these are children of palace slaves, and according to the law, they too are slaves. The oil millions turn into automobiles from Detroit, parking lots, and traffic cops who direct traffic straight toward the desert.
For your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Okay, now let's see where Esau or Edomites will be in the last days or the latter days. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12 through 14. The prophecy against Edom. Thus said Yahweh Elohim, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged themselves upon them. Therefore, thus said Yahweh Elohim, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, said Yahweh Elohim. Now this is when we return back into the land of Israel. So the Most High is going to put his anger upon us, and we're going to take our vengeance upon our brother, the Edomites. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1 through 8. The day of the Lord's vengeance, or the day of Yahweh's vengeance. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and your garments like him that dreadeth in the wine vat. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation unto me. In my fury, it upheld me. And I would tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury. And I will bring down their strength to the earth. I will mention the loving kindness of Yahweh and the praises of Yahweh, according to all that Yahweh hath bestowed on us, and the great goodness towards the house of Israel, which he hath bestowed on them according to his mercies, and according to the multitude of his loving kindness. For he said, surely they are my people, children that will not lie. So he was their savior. Now let's go to Amos. Amos chapter 9. Verse 11 to 15. The future restoration of Israel. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name, said Yahweh, that doeth this. So, Edomites will be left. And guess what these Edomites? These will be Edomites that believe in the Most High, as well as other heathens that believe in the Most High. Verse 13, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land which I have given them, said Yahweh your Elohim. If white people are not Edomites, then who are they? Or where did they come from? Let's get that. Let's get these precepts, and I want you to bring this out to your teachers, deacons, or elders. Back them up into that corner where they can't move and have them answer these precepts. Just watch them fumble and tap dance.
I wear the fan out.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 15. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far. So this nation that was brought to us will be from far, not near like your neighbors. They will be from far. A shameless nation and of a strange language. Now keep that in mind. And of a strange language. Now, the Arabs, they speak a dialect close to Hebrew, Aramaic, right? So, their language wouldn't be strange to us. Their language wouldn't be foreign to us. And of a strange language, who neither referenced old man nor pitied child. Let's get a precept. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 15. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far, O house of Israel, said Yahweh. It is a mighty nation. It is an ancient nation. So this nation that's coming is a mighty nation and ancient nation. A nation whose language you know is not. So this nation will have a foreign language. A nation whose language you know is not, neither understandest what they say. So this nation that's coming is going to have a different tongue. We pretty much understood the tongue nations that were surrounding us, our neighbors. But this nation, we're not going to understand their tongue. Let's get another precept. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36. Yahweh shall bring thee and your king, which you shall set over you, unto a nation which neither you nor your fathers have known. So, we knew the Edomites. We know the Ishmaelites. We knew all our surrounding neighbors. We knew our brothers. But this states that this nation which neither you nor your fathers have known. So this nation will be a foreign nation to us. We wouldn't know who these people are, because even our forefathers didn't know them. And there shall you serve other gods, wood and stone. Now let's jump to verse 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against you from far. So this nation is coming against us from far. The Edomites were our neighbors. So the Edomites not the nation from far, because they were our neighbors. So how could this be the Edomites? From the end of the earth. So this nation will come against us from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. So far, it sounds like a different nation. Don't sound like the Edomites. A nation whose tongue you shall not understand. So, we already went over this. This nation will have a different tongue. We will not understand their language. Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. So this nation that's going to come from far is going to despise us. It doesn't matter how old the person is. It doesn't matter how young the person is. Let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 17. And they shall eat up thine harvest and thy bread, which your sons and your daughters shall eat. They shall eat up your flocks and thine herds. They shall eat up your vines and your fig trees. They shall impoverish your fenced cities, wherein you trusted with the sword. Precept, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 51 and 52. And he shall eat up the fruit of your cattle and the fruit of your land until you be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of your kind, or flocks of your sheep, until he have destroyed you. And he shall besiege you in all your gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein you trusted throughout all your land. And he shall besiege you in all your gates throughout all your land, which Yahweh, your Elohim, hath given you. So who is this talking about? Is this making reference to the Edomites or a foreign nation? Second Esdras, chapter 11, verse 36 through 46. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that you seest. I beheld, and lo, as it were a warring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with you. And the highest shall say unto you, Art not you it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? And the fourth came, and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. Let's reread that. And the fourth came, and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. So this nation is going to have power over the whole compass of the earth and wicked oppression. And this nation is going to be very powerful and with great fearfulness. Also, this nation is going to live on this earth with deceit. How is it going to live on this earth with deceit? Through the media, propaganda, all the tools that they're going to use to deceive people. Verse 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. So when this fourth beast came, he didn't judge with truth. Everything that he spoke was lies, propaganda. Verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek. Thou hast hurt the peaceable. Thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is your wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and your pride unto the mighty. The highest also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more, you eagle, nor your horrible wings, nor your wicked feathers, nor your malicious heads, nor your hurtful claws, nor all your vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from your violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. 2nd Esdras, chapter 12, verse 10 through 16. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of your brother Daniel. But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto you. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon the earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it. In the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another, whereof the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any of the 12. And this do the 12 wings signify, which thou sawest. So it make reference to Daniel or Daniel. So let's go there. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. Verse 23 through 25. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. So this fourth kingdom or fourth beast shall devour the whole earth, not a region, not an area, but the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and a times and the dividing of times. So this kingdom is going to change times and laws. So let's go to Baruch now. Baruch chapter 4 verse 16. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. So, whomever this kingdom is, whomever this nation is, carried away the children of Israel from the land of Israel and left the land desolate. How did they do that? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto you. You shall see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So a nation is going to come, and we're going to be sold to them for slave men and slave women. But we still don't know who this nation is, or what nations sold us to this nation. So let's go to Joel chapter 3, verse 1 through 6. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Now let's go back up to verse 2. Verse 2 didn't happen yet. Verse 2 will happen in the near future. Verse 3 again. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yeah, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. Let's read that again. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. So we were sold to the Grecians by our neighbors, our neighboring nations. That when we was living in the land of Israel, they sold us to the Grecians. Who's our neighbors? The Edomites, the Moabites, the Ishmaelites, Ammonites. They all sold us to the Grecians. Who's the Grecians? Did we forget? Let's go into the Hebrew and Greek accordance. That's Hebrews 31:25. Ionian, Javan or Javanite. So a Grecian is a Javanite, or a descendant of Javan. Who's Javan? Genesis chapter 10, verse 2. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Madai and Javan and Tubal and Meshach and Tyrus. So the surrounding nations sold us to the Javanites, which are Grecians. But we could go more in depth than that. We were sold to a Javanite, but we was really sold to a descendant of a Javanite. So let's find out who that descendant was. Let's go to Daniel chapter 11, verse 29 through 33. Let's see who this nation is. At the time appointed, he shall return and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former, or as the latter. For the ships of Kittim shall come against him. I'm going to reread that. For the ships of Kittim shall come against him, Nah, it says the ships of Edom. For the ships of Kittim shall come against him. The ships of Edom. The ships of Kittim shall come against him. Therefore, he shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do. He shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant. Verse 31. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil many days. So now we know who this nation is that's going to come. This nation is Kittim. Who is Kittim? Rome. Rome will come. These are the Kittimites, not Edomites. Kittimites are going to come, not the Edomites. Remember, Javan is a son of Japheth, and Javan has some sons. Genesis chapter 10, verse 4. And the sons of Javan, Elijah, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dudanim. So, let's go into the Hebrew and Greek accordance for Kittim. That's Hebrews 37:94. Kittite or Cypriot, hence an islander in general, that is, the Greeks or Romans on the shores opposite Palestine. Kittim. So, these are the Romans, not Edomites. So the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to push this fake doctrine out here, this false doctrine? Or are you going to push this truth? Because the humble can see this. Psalms chapter 69, verse 32. The humble shall see this and be glad, and your heart shall live that seek God. This truth is being brought out, and it should make you happy. It should make you glad. Why is that? Ecclesiasticus chapter 24, verse 32. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. So this doctrine right here should be a light to you. It should be a light to all the ones that's pushing this false doctrine, as far as white man being the Edomites. But you know, some like to hang on to that, even after watching this video, because they not humble. You know, just read some of the comments that they putting on the comment board. They want to hold on to a doctrine so the white man could fulfill the prophecies of the Edomite, and they not Edomites. Don't believe me though. Always do your own research. All the scriptures that I brought out, do your research on them. Look them up. Investigate. You're supposed to investigate every teacher, no matter who it is. I don't care if you call them elders, deacons, whatever. Investigate what they're saying. 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Now, if you want to continue pushing this false doctrine, and your congregation or students bring forth information and question you and bring out scriptures, and you want to choose to ignore them, then you a false prophet. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 through 3. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying Yahweh that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. All you got to do is read my comment board and look at the haters, look at the scoffers. When you bring out this truth, read the comments from these scoffers that want to hang on to that false doctrine. Verse 3. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 14. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. So you have to study on your own, because this is just one doctrine that I brought out and many brothers and sisters bringing out as far as being false. There's many more doctrines that's being pushed across this earth that are false, that I'm going to bring out. But when I see false doctrines getting spread throughout the earth, I have to correct them. So you got to put in your own work. You have to put in your own investigation. You have to put in your own research. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Like I said before, you're still going to have scoffers. You're still going to have the ones that want to continue to push this false doctrine. But you know what? It is what it is. If they can't see it, which I'm sure they can, they just choose not to, then amen. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And that's what these guys are. They fools because they hate knowledge. I brought out all these precepts. I didn't go into too many books. What they're going to do is book by book, book upon book. That's not a precept. Precepts is scripture upon scripture. But you still going to have the followers and haters that follow these false prophets and teachers. But I'm going to leave you guys with this. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 and 3. I have loved you, said Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So this is one of the main scriptures they like to bring out as far as God or the Most High hating the white man or hating white people. God hates you, so I'm gonna hate you. The God Most High is our Father, so I hate you. This is what they're gonna bring out. They're gonna bring out Malachi chapter 1 verse 3 or Romans chapter 9. That's what they're gonna bring out. But I got something for them. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Hosea chapter 9 verse 13 through 17. Ephraim, as I saw, Tyrus is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. Give them, O Lord, what will you give? Give them a miscarrying womb and dry beasts. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings, I will drive them out of mine house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolters. Ephraim is smitten, their root is dried up. They shall bear no fruit, yea, though they bring forth. Yet will I slay even the beloved fruit of their womb. My Allah will cast them away, because they did not hearken unto him, and they shall be wanderers among the nations. I want to give all praises to the Most High Allah, Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Shalom.
Iraqi city of Karbala to commemorate the killing of Imam Hussein, ransomed in the 17th century. Rose, they cut their heads